Alright, so real quick before I get into the trick, I want to give a huge shout out to an Instagram account, guys. This is going to be such a simple deck giveaway. All you have to do is click on the link and follow the account. It's going to be all about this really cute dog. It's a corgi, his name is Peaches. You guys have to make sure you follow the account. Okay, it takes literally 2 seconds, and I'm going to be picking from the newest followers on that account. But make sure you can comment done when you have done so it does make it a little bit easier, guys, and you'll be getting this unopened black deck of bicycle cards, so make sure you guys do that. And anyways, guys, here is the video. Alright, guys, so today I'm going to be showing you a really cool trick using just one deck of cards. It's going to be impromptu, so you can do it using a borrowed deck. And anyways, guys, it's going to be a little bit more difficult than most of the tricks that I've been posting. Anyways, here's what it's going to look like. Alright, so to start off the trick, what you could do is have the spectator shuffle up the deck like this, and then you can have them tell you when to stop. Let's say they said stop here. It is a completely random selection. Let's say they stopped you at the 9 of diamonds. So remember the 9. What we're going to do here is place their card in between two cards of this deck, and let's say you place it in between the 2 8s. It's pretty simple to remember. We have the 8 of clubs and the 8 of hearts. So let's go ahead. We'll take your packet and let's leave it on the table over here. Your card is face down in the middle of that packet in between the 2 8s. So let's say we go ahead and we pick another card. You can just say stop whenever you want, and let's say you wanted to pick the King of Hearts, for example. You could have picked the Ace, the 2, the 5, really any card that you wanted to. And keep in mind, we have 2 selections here. We have your card, which is in this pile, and then we have the King, which you just now selected. And what we should do here is take the cards. So we take the first packet that you had and we can spread it open, and I can show you that in between the 2 8s, your selection should have switched, and now we have the second card, the King of Hearts, in between the 2 8s. So this is a trick, guys. Hope you guys like it, and don't forget to stick around for the tutorial. Okay, so this trick is going to be impromptu, so all you need is just a regular deck of cards. I'm not going to be going too much into detail with the really easy moves, just considering this is a slightly more advanced than most of the tricks I have on here, so I don't want to bore you guys to death by just saying the same thing. So basically, you could start it off. You could have the spectator shuffle the deck. You can take it back, and you can riffle down the side. Have them tell you when to stop, and it's a completely random choice. And what you're doing is you're picking up the cards where they say stop, and you're fanning them out, flipping over the next card. In this case, we have the 3 of diamonds. So you have the spectator, remember the 3. It might be easier to do this trick with 2 spectators just because you are picking 2 different cards. But anyways, guys, you have them remember the 3, and you say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and take your card and place it in between 2 of these cards in this pile. So what you're doing is you're kind of putting their card towards this side of the fan, and let's say you put it in between the Jack and the 3. So you tell your spectators, remember the Jack and the 3, because at the end of the trick, they're going to be, you need to have them remember them because the spectator's card is going to be in between those cards at the end of the trick. So you place their selection, you show them they have the 3 in between those cards, you close up the fan, leaving their card out jogged, and you push down on their card like this, catch a small pinky break, or a small thumb break here, and you take that packet from the break and you give it to the spectator to hold on to. And you tell them that this is their card, or their packet with their card face down in between the 10 and the 3, but in reality this is just a face up packet. So you have them hold on to it in their hands, so this way they can't see that the cards have actually lost a little bit of thickness, and their selection is really on top of the deck with a few face up cards below it. So at this point, what you do is you flip over the deck, and you don't really say anything about it. You say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and have you pick another card. And what you're doing is you're pulling down the bottom card here with your pinky, and you're swing cutting the cards, leaving their card on the bottom. So you just do a little swing cut, leaving their card on the bottom of the deck, pulling out the bottom deck here, and leaving their card on the bottom. And then from here, you take this packet and you can say, look, go ahead and say stop. So you're riffling, or you're just sliding down a few cards, and let's say they wanted to say stop here. In this case, you can tell them, okay, you want to pick the 8 or the Queen. They pick the Queen, and you slide it off. And when you slide it off, you keep it in a pinky break, so you can come back over and say, look, you could have picked the 10 if you wanted to, and when you say the 10, you can move the top half of the deck over. That way you can steal the queen as this deck, or as these cards are in middle grip. You move the thumb over, you grip the bottom of the queen with your thumb and the top of it with your middle, and you slide off the 10, and that way you have the queen on the top of this packet now. So at this point, keep going, and you say, okay, look, you could have picked any card, and then what you do is you move the cards from your right hand to the bottom of the deck, and now what you've done is you controlled their queen to the top and replaced it for the card that was there before. So from here, you did have the deck face up, you flip it back over so the cards are face down, and you say, go ahead and give me your packet back, and you place it back on top of the deck, and you say, remember, you picked a selection, and you kind of remind them what their first card was, and you remind them which cards was in between. And from here, as you can see, there's a natural break when you place this packet back on the deck, and what you do is you say, okay, look, so I'm going to take your packet again, and what you're doing is you're taking it from that natural break that was in the deck here. So you take it from the natural break, you spread the packet and say, look, remember, look, your card is still in between the jack and the 3, but when I snap my fingers, your first selection switches for the second one, and it switches just like that, and their second selection goes in between the exact same cards you put it in from the beginning. So it's a really nice trick, guys. It all comes full circle. I hope you guys like it, and as always, thanks for watching.